Action.
Let's make some roasted chicken thighs. Cheers.
Cheers.
So the first things you're going to need for roasted chicken thighs are obviously some roasted chicken thighs.
They're
And
not
I have-
roasted yet, but they will be.
Yeah. A package of non-roasted chicken thighs. We always get the large package because this is a mainstay in our weekly meal rotation. So you'll need some chicken thighs. You'll need some kitchen shears that preferably come apart so they're easy to clean. You can also buy some cheaper ones. We kind of splurged and got some other ones. Or you can use a knife, but the shears are going to be easier to use. So if you'll please come in closer.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell them what else you
I'll take a small sheet pan here, and I'm just going to kind of peel back all this excess skin. And there's going to be little pockets of fat in here. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to get close-ish to the meat here. You don't have to be too picky. And sometimes there's these deposits of fat on either side of the thigh. And you can kind of just push that out and trim that away. There's also going to be some cartilage from when they processed the chicken that if it's loose you can take off. That one's on there pretty good. Check the other side, that's good. And then there's going to be a pocket of fat in here that looks like a triangle. You can kind of push that stuff away and push that up with your fingers. You can kind of take out that triangle of fat. You don't have to get everything, not a super big deal, but it's not very tasty when you bite into that. And there's also going to be this little pocket here. Take that out. So we like to take the bones out. They're easy to throw on sandwiches. When you take them out of the oven, you can chop them up and use them for like a chicken burrito bowl. So all I'm going to do is kind of cut around the bone here. And then once I get that bone kind of pushed out and isolated, I can kind of start cutting into the bone and kind of roll my shears away. And then right there you have your chicken bone. You can save these, make some chicken stock out of them. We have some in the freezer already, so we're not going to save ours tonight. And then any other little pockets of fat you can kind of get rid of. And so when you look at it, you can kind of lay it flat. Oh, see right here. You've got this piece of cartilage wrapping around. And so you want to cut that out. That doesn't taste good at all. When you turn it over, you know, you can have some chicken sticking out, not a big deal. We're gonna kind of tuck them under if you want something a little more juicy. You're gonna lay them flat for something a little more crispy. So there's one, and then I'm gonna process the rest of these, and then I'm gonna show you what you need to throw them in the oven.
Go.
So we just done processing all of our chicken thighs. What you'll need is a container to put the extras in. So we're only going to have 4 chicken thighs tonight. And we're gonna put the rest of these in the bowl. And the reason why we really enjoy the chicken thighs is they're relatively cheap. It's pretty easy to make on a weeknight. And the skin turns out super crispy. It's awesome. And whenever you're cooking a meal, you always want to have, you know, your favorite beverage. Well, any beverage really. So I have a Beta strawberry lager. It's okay. So we'll take the rest of these chicken thighs, pop them in the fridge, save them for later. And the other things you'll need is a sharp knife to poke the skin with, and that will help the fat render out. You know, you want to poke it, you know, however many times you have frustrations you need to take out. We're going to flip those back over, skin side down. And you'll also need a pan that you can stick in the oven. So make sure it has a metal handle, no plastic, please. and you're gonna use a little bit of vegetable oil. And we're gonna use our favorite seasonings. So obviously the classic, a little bit of salt on the bottom and some pepper. Sprinkle that over that. And you can also use, we have like this thumb, pepper grinder. It works just well, but it kind of hurts your thumb. And I failed to mention that you always want a clean hand and a dirty hand so that you're not contaminating, cross-contamination. We also have this honey sriracha shake that you want to make sure that you have, all your lids popped. That way you can start seasoning it right away. Sprinkle some of that on the bottom. And some cayenne pepper just for some kick. We'd like some spicy food. So we'll season the bottom, the meat. And then we'll flip these over, skin side up. And you want to try to avoid any spices or herbs that'll burn in the oven. And we'll get to that here in a minute. You're going to take some vegetable oil. And you're going to kind of drizzle that just a little bit on each thigh. Kind of rub that over the skin. That'll help with some browning and crispness. I'll just use the excess for that fourth one. And then I'll use those same seasonings on top of the chicken. You can use whatever seasonings you like. This is kind of our go-to baseline. And then some salt. Some pepper. Now what we're going to do is take some vegetable oil in our oven, the pan we're going to stick in the oven. And you don't need too much, just enough to coat the bottom of the pan. And then we're going to turn the heat on, let's say medium-high. So now that the oil's heated up, we've got it over medium-high heat. We're gonna take our chicken thighs and we're gonna kind of roll them up just a little bit. Make sure that the skin's over the meat to kind of protect it. We're gonna lay them into here, a nice little sizzle. And we're gonna place Tetris here with the thighs. And these will shrink up, so don't worry about like overcrowding the pan too much. Okay, so now that that's on the heat, we're gonna stick this into a cold oven on the bottom rack. Go ahead and close it. We're going to set the oven to broil on high. We're gonna start it and we're gonna start a timer for 15 minutes. And then in 15 minutes, we're gonna turn it around, rotate it, make sure the heat is nice and even. And then the chicken thighs will be ready. And now Megan's gonna show you a nice little side dish to eat with your roasted chicken.
Hello. So I am Megan. I'm gonna show you how to make some roasted broccoli to go with our roasted chicken. So I'm gonna get this broccoli out of the bag, cut it up so it's a little bit more bite-sized, and throw it right into our bowl. All you need for this roasted broccoli is broccoli florets, olive oil, salt and pepper, and a small pan to put in the oven. So we'll start by chopping these up. We like it because they're very tasty and crunchy. And we like to eat it with our roasted chicken. We can use our miniature oven for our vegetables. But really any vegetable is great roasted, makes it taste really good and makes it very crunchy. We love Brussels sprouts and peppers. I'll do one more. And so now that we've got our broccoli in a bowl, we're gonna put the olive oil in. Just drizzle over the top, get a good amount. And we're also gonna drizzle some on the pan so they can roast there. Okay. Get your little brush, we'll spread that out so they can get nice and brown on the bottom. Then after your oil, use some salt and some pepper. And also put in like garlic or Parmesan. It's pretty good on roasted vegetables. And lay it out on your sheet pan. Try not to get it too crowded or else they will do more of a steam instead of a roast. But I think that looks pretty good. We'll just lay them a little more flat. Maybe a little more space. So here's Nick. He's got his handy dandy chicken turner. Opening the oven. Getting a little crispy. We're gonna flip it. Close the oven. Go for another 15 minutes.
So as we were waiting for the chicken, we preheated our small little oven to 500 degrees, bottom rack, so that roasted veggies get nice and toasted on the bottom. Just gonna place the pan in there. Just gonna shut it. And it's gonna take about 15 minutes as the chicken is finished cooking in the oven. All right, so the chicken is done, supposedly. Let's take a look on the oven light here. Looks pretty crispy to me, so we're gonna look for...
Oh, you can't see a dang thing.
Okay, well, all right. So when you open the oven, watch your face. The steam, the heat comes out and it hits you pretty hard. We're gonna go ahead and take out the chicken. And you're gonna look for a nice crispy skin. Sometimes it bubbles up, sometimes it doesn't. Produce a lot of juices and they shrank up real nice. And for some TV magic, we actually were able to finish the broccoli at the same time. So we're gonna turn off the little oven here. Turn off the little oven. Look at that. Nice and crispy, crunchy. And we're gonna take our tongs here. We wanna get these right out of that juice onto a plate. You want to get some of this beautiful broccoli, turn it over, look at that brown. Nice and crunchy. And there you have a quick weeknight, easy meal. It's cheap, it's delicious. Try it out. You're going to love it.